welcome or welcome back. I'm JSimLady and this is a Disney Dreamlight Valley video. Today we're gonna do a little speed build decorate video where I go through and update a few areas. I move some stuff around, I add to some stuff. I have run out of money though. So very few of these rooms are 100% completed the way I would like them to be, but they are basically more or less finished, and you get the idea. I need to spend some time building my money up again. I've been trying to go through and collect everything that I can from Scrooge's shop. Honestly, I just got so far behind everyone else who started playing at the same time as I did that I've been going through every day that I'm on here and just trying to clean out Scrooge's shop of all the things I do not yet have, and I ran out of money. As you can see here, I have 99,000 star coins, I think they're called, left. So I need to build up some more money before I can really truly finish all of these spaces. Well, some of them anyways. Some of them are actually finished. But anyways, enough of that. Let's get right into the speed build. We are starting off here in the kitchen. I am finally doing a kitchen. To be honest with you, I don't remember if I ever did my living room on camera or not. And I think there's a small little bit potentially in here of me adding a few things to my living room. But I thought the kitchen has really truly been sitting empty the entire time I've played this game, whereas the living room kind of morphed and changed and evolved over time. The kitchen just sat empty the whole time I've been playing this game. So I thought, you know what? It's about time we fix it up on camera. You're gonna see things that you've already seen in this video because I've been playing the game. I decorated the kitchen and then I played a couple of episodes because things were happening, and then I decorated another area and I did a couple more episodes because things were happening again and whatnot. So you probably, if you've been watching any of my recent videos, you've probably seen all of these things that you're watching now, including the kitchen here, but I still wanted to put this up because number one, there are some things in here that are going to change. Specifically, Belle and Beast's area. We'll still do a complete walkthrough. I'll do a walkthrough of my kitchen and bathroom and whatever else we get into in the video that I can't remember at the moment of doing this voiceover, but we'll do the walkthrough at the end. But just know that Belle and Beast Castle is probably going to be moving up to the Floating Plaza Island once I get the Meadow Island unlocked, and things are still going to change. I haven't settled. There are a few spots where I'm pretty much settled and I want to keep things basically as they are. But there are a lot of areas I haven't quite settled on exactly what I want yet. So like Belle and Beast, I'm not settled on their area, and I think I might want to move them potentially unless we get Cinderella in the future. Or Snow White. At the time of recording this, the part 2 of Storybook of Vale has come out, and there is a teaser for a future DLC, I guess. And I did catch an image on YouTube that suggests Snow White, potentially. I don't know anything. None of that is confirmed. I have to play through Storybook Vale first to find out for myself, or wait until other people start posting the ending of Storybook Vale for sure. At least some of the people that I follow anyways posting it. But basically, yeah, if we get Snow White, because I think the castle, nope, scratch that, never mind. I literally had to edit a little chunk there because I hit my keyboard, and I was about to say that the castle at Disneyland is Snow White's castle, and the castle at Disney World is Cinderella's castle, but I am in fact wrong. I just looked it up, and the castle at Disneyland is actually Sleeping Beauty. And the one at Disney World is Cinderella Castle. So, that begs the question, should we leave the plaza for Cinderella? Because Sleeping Beauty is probably gonna say that she wants to live somewhere in the Storybook Vale areas. Well, I don't know. We'll wait. We'll wait and see what she says when we get her unlocked for where she wants to live. For the most part, if a character says, I prefer living here, or if they show that they've been living somewhere, or they show some preference to some biome or another, I try to put them there when I can. Otherwise, I put them where I think they fit the best. But yeah, so that kitchen was casual, non-Disney specific, except for the little Tiana slow cooker area, and that's because the slow cooker only comes in Tiana themed stuff. And I decided to do this bathroom pretty much fully in like Little Mermaid or just generalized mermaid oceany theme, except for the laundry room spot. Let me know if there are room dividers of some sort in this game that I can put around the laundry room spot. Otherwise, I might make that bathroom even smaller and move the laundry spot somewhere else. So I know you've seen this in multiple videos of mine already. We had Tiana's place put down, but we didn't really have it in place properly. But I kind of shuffled everything around a little bit just to give it a little more space and look nicer. I still have not decided yet what I want to do, if I want to keep her here or if I want to move her restaurant to the Glade of Trust. Also, obviously, I recorded this long before we could do diagonal pathways, so the next time I do one of these videos, I'll have to go through and change all of these funny-looking pathways to diagonal ones. But yeah, I still haven't decided. What do you think? Do you like that setup that I just showed you? Or do you think it would be better to move her to the Glade of Trust? And does she have a preference? And here we are moving on to Jasmine and Aladdin. Yes, that's it. I don't know where they prefer. They haven't mentioned anything specific. Their home obviously fits very well in the desert, though. And I don't know. I think it looks pretty here because it fits. Like the whole aesthetic and everything. It took me a few tries to get this right how I wanted it to look. So I'm not sure if you're gonna see in this video how I finalized it, how I finally decided I wanted it to look exactly in the end. I think you do see it in this video. But it did take me a while, and it took me a few tries. I got everything kind of placed where I thought I wanted it to be, and then I was looking at it. I don't know if I played the game a little bit, or if I was just looking at it, and it was kind of like, I don't know if that really works there. I don't know if that really looks good like that. It doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? It wasn't giving the vibes that I wanted it to give. Also, at the time of recording this particular clip, I had not unlocked the meat cart for Gaston yet. At the time of recording the voiceover, though, I have. So the next time I do another one of these speed build videos, we will be moving that cart down by Gaston's lodge, I think it is, his lodge. Does he use his camp now that he has the lodge unlocked, or is the lodge like his official house now? And are we able to move the camp stuff? If you know, let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I haven't played the game in a while, or did I mention that? At the time of recording this voiceover, I haven't played the game since Peter Pan, and I only played for a couple of hours, I think it was, to unlock Peter Pan during a live stream, actually. So I haven't really played the game much, and I certainly haven't been over here, and I certainly have not been doing any decorating since this video was done. So, I don't know the answer to those questions, but probably by the next decorating video, I will have the answer to those questions. I don't know what else to do with this space. You'll see here in a minute what it looks like. I'm happy with Jasmine and Aladdin's house. I'm happy with where the tent ends up being. I'm happy with where the pool ends up being for the most part. But I'm not happy with the area behind the tent and behind Jasmine and Aladdin's home. I'm obviously not happy with the meat cart area. That is gonna be changed to what and how, I don't know yet. I'm not happy with the fountain area either. So those three main areas really need more work. But the central area of this, what's it called? The wastes. The center part of it is exactly how I want it to be. Yes, and you are seeing it right now. So yes, you do get to see how I finally, the design I landed on in the end, basically. And I'm really happy with the way this tent turned out. I'm really happy with where the watering hole thing is at. I think that whole spot right there is nice. I am open to suggestions for that space where the meat cart is currently located, the well area, and the area behind Aladdin and Jasmine's house, and possibly the area around the little quicksand pool as well. It's basically just the house, the tent, and the little swimming hole thing that I like their locations of. The rest of that area can go. So here's Belle and Beast's castle, and I like the way it turned out for this corner of the Forest of Valor, but I thought that I was going to maybe move them up, because I did this a while ago, like a while ago. So I thought maybe once I got the meadow floating island unlocked, I would move them up to the plaza floating island with Merlin. But now that I know we're definitely probably maybe getting Snow White, that means at some point in the near future, and we have Sleeping Beauty, her castle, like I was mentioning before, could go up to the plaza, or Cinderella's could go up to the plaza, either one of those. I do feel like Cinderella is probably going to end up base game. And Sleeping Beauty is probably gonna want to stay in Storybook Vale somewhere, so it might end up being Cinderella. Honestly, I don't know. Again, like I've said a million times before, I do try to put the characters where they say they have a preference for when there is a preference mentioned for it, and there aren't many. Like Merlin was the only one that was just outright, I want to move to the island. But let's see, I think the only other ones that are kind of relegated to where they're at without any, like, there's nothing I can do about it, is like Donald Duck and Ariel. I was gonna call her the Little Mermaid. Ariel and Ursula, because their houses have to be on water. And then I think it would be weird to move Scar's house because that biome was created specifically for his house. I guess in a roundabout way, Simba and Nala also have basically said Sunlit Plateau is our home, because that's essentially what Scar is saying, is that's his home. So naturally that would be their home too. The only other one I can think of right up, well, I guess quite a few of them, because I was going to say Vanellope. Vanellope gave us a map a while ago that showed her home in the meadow. So that kind of says that she would prefer to be in the meadow, right? And the fairy godmother did specifically mention she liked being in the Forgotten Lands. But, like, I do vaguely remember Anna or Kristoff mentioning that they actually preferred their castle to be in the Forest of Valor. And that's the only one I'm debating. Do I put it where they want it, or do I put it where I think it would look best at? Because it's essentially, and it's so weird that they gave Anna and Kristoff the ice castle and put poor Elsa in a cave. Elsa should have the ice castle, and Anna and Kristoff should have the normal Arendelle castle. I find that weird and out of place. And I don't like that poor Elsa is relegated to a cave. A cave that has a table in it, and that's it. Like, where does she sleep? None of them have beds, really. Alice, I think, has a bed. She's the only one. That's so weird to me. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know. They're the only ones I'm debating as to, oh, Mother Gothel, hers is kind of stuck where it's at. It's a tree in the swamp that is like a part of the biome, so we can't do much about that. And I don't know what to do about Flynn and Rapunzel either. Do we take Rapunzel out of Eternity Isle and move her to Storybook Vale? That might be cute. Her aesthetic kind of goes well with Storybook Vale, the purple area. Or do we take Flynn out of Storybook Vale and put him in Eternity Isle? Because his aesthetic kind of goes better with Honestly, they both go better with Storybook Vale. I don't know. I'm still working on it. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still, doing the things. But this is what I have to this point. And we have one more little area that I spruced up, which was the Forgotten Lands. And then we'll take a quick walk through some of these areas that I've changed, just so you can have a better look at them, in case you also haven't been watching my other videos or live streams or anything, and that kind of stuff. We'll do a quick walkthrough. I didn't change much here. I just changed the seating areas a little bit to include the glowing mushrooms because I think they're pretty and I think they fit this area and I think they look cool at night. And I just love the way this area is lit up at night. So I added them to all the little seating areas around the Forgotten Lands. And we're ready for the walkthrough now. That's it for the speed build. We're gonna start with the walkthrough in the kitchen here. So as you can see, I'm missing the 2 corner countertops. I have been trying. I recorded this speed build like 3 months ago, and I've been trying. I check at least once a week, if not multiple times a week, and I have not gotten them yet. So I also had to move some of the stuff on the counters forward a little bit because at some point between when I placed all this stuff and now, something about placing things on counters has changed, and they were all in the walls, so I had to move them all forward. I cannot remember where everything came from. There are a few things, like the windows are Wreck-It Ralph windows. The counters over here are Tiana. The slow cooker is Tiana. The pictures up there on the wall are Beauty and the Beast. And I want to say all of the counters and pretty much all of the appliances and the table and chairs are definitely like in the other category, non-Disney category of furniture. So there you have that. Now let's head out to the living room here. I don't know how much really truly changed here. I added a window, and because I don't have the money, I can't add a second one. So that's what it's gonna look like on the other side. But I don't know how much else really truly changed here. So let's go right into the bathroom. So the big thing about the bathroom is that I shrunk it. When I first built this room, it was long before we could change the size of rooms. So, and I never liked the idea of the bathroom being so big. So the minute we were able to change the size of the rooms, I came in here and I shrunk it. It's still quite large though. It could probably be shrunk down even more, possibly. But even if I shrunk it down more, this corner would be empty because we don't have a matching shower. I would love if they gave us a matching shower to go with this set. I'm not even sure the toilet goes with the rest of this stuff. It'd be nice if there's a truly matching toilet, but maybe the toilet goes. I don't know. But either way, I wish we had a matching shower that I could put in this corner. But for now, I decided to fill the corner up with laundry stuff. Now, if you ask me where all this stuff comes from, I have no idea. I want to say the majority of it is probably obviously Little Mermaid, but I'm probably wrong. Believe it or not, a lot of the stuff that you would think is associated with a specific brand under the Disney heading is actually not. So I don't know if this is generic ocean theme stuff or if it's actually Little Mermaid. I do know the washer and dryer and basket are Lilo and Stitch though, so you can look for that under that category. And the portal, I have no idea where the portal window is. I just thought it was cute and it matched and it added some more light in here. So let's head out of here and we'll go over to Tiana's restaurant. Now, the other thing to note out here is that obviously at the time of uploading this, we have diagonal pathways, but at the time of recording the video, we did not. So we have this mess. I will fix it for a future video. But this is where Tiana's restaurant has landed. I'm going to keep it here for a while because I really just cannot decide what I want to do. I want to wait until we can get Mike and Sully to put over in that corner and then maybe decide how we want to go about it. I might still move her down to the Glade of Trust, because I do think this would look so pretty in the Glade of Trust with the fireflies around it. But here is the little seating area. Again, ran out of money, so I can't put places with the plates and cups at each one. And I haven't decided if I want to keep those fire lanterns or if I want to do something else. They're very pretty. I love them. I love using them all over. I just am not 100% sure they match the theme of this. You let me know down in the comments. So that's why I only left them right there for now. So that's Tiana's place. Now let's head over to the Wastes in Eternity Isle, and we can check out Jasmine and Aladdin's place right here. I am pretty much satisfied with all of this, except I want to move the meat cart down there by Gaston's Lodge. So I need to think of something else to do along here. Maybe just have the trees there and have it be, you know, just the trees. That's a possibility, but I love the way this tent turned out. I love how cozy and fun and summery it is, with some treats and a game to sit out here and look over at the pool here, the oasis thing here with the little waterfall. I just think when it's all cleaned up, which I'm sorry, I guess I should have gone around and cleaned all this stuff up first. I wasn't thinking. But when it is all cleaned up, it's really pretty to sit and look at. So I think it turned out well. I put their house in the corner here. We could probably use, I don't know, some more trees or something. Oh, goodness. Around their actual house would probably be nice. But other than that, I think it's basically done. Oh, I get stuck on everything all the time. There we go. Possibly something over here in this corner where the well is at, too. Otherwise, I'm happy with it. I think it turned out nice. I like the Cave of Wonders over there, even though it's a little creepy looking. But this is such a nice, cozy little area to sit. So I very much enjoyed that. And now let's head back over to the valley, to the Forest of Valor. And might take a second here. There we go. I've moved the blueberries here, but that's temporary, sorry. I did take the rock out of here because I needed to squish the pathway a little bit here. So I put the log there instead. But this is Beast and Belle's castle. And the sad thing is shortly after I finish this, I have decided that I'm actually going to move them to the bind. And I talk about that in another episode coming up very shortly. It's very pretty. They've got a pretty little backyard back here, but I think Belle would enjoy living in the bind. It's full of books everywhere, and it's just very cute and very Belle. So I think we're gonna move her there. And let's see. Oh, the Forgotten Lands. I didn't do much in the Forgotten Lands. Much like my living room, I basically just added some of these mushrooms and shrubs around all of these little seating areas. So at night, the mushrooms glow near these sparkly, cute little benches, and then we just have some shrubs bulking up the prettiness of the area, I guess. So yeah, that's what I've been doing in the valley recently. My next speed build is going to be a more extensive one. I'm going to save up a bunch of money before I do another one. A bunch of, like, we're talking a massive... I'm going to see if I can get to 1,000,000 star coins before I do the next speed build, and then we're gonna make sure that the majority of these big areas are really good and finished, and hopefully by then I also have more of the floating islands opened. I would love to possibly move Jack Skellington and Sally up to the Forgotten Island. I would love to move the garden I have on Plaza Island to Meadow Island. And, you know, maybe move Stitch up to the Beach Island, possibly. I'm not sure. I haven't decided, but I would like to get all of these islands opened up. The problem is there are 15,000 Dreamlight, and I haven't even gotten Mulan and Mike and Sully yet. Mike and Sully are the next on my list after finishing some other stuff. As soon as I get some Dreamlight, they will be the next on my list. But yeah, that's my little speed build for now. Speed decorate, speed update, whatever you want to call it. If you enjoyed this video, if you're enjoying my channel, please do like and subscribe. Maybe leave me a little comment. All of those things help with the YouTube algorithm, and I very, very, very much appreciate it. So, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!